So in this video I will teach you how you can turn your idea to a tech startup even when you are a non-tech person, when you don't have a tech skill. This video will teach you how you can turn your idea to a tech startup. So most times we have so many people who have skill, who have ideas, and most times they always feel it's only when they are technical, maybe they are a coder or they know how to write programming languages. That is when they'll be able to move from that idea level to a startup level. In this video, I will show you how you can turn your idea to a tech startup without having a tech skill. There are so many things that you need to consider, you need to know before you'll be able to move your idea from an idea to a tech startup. And in this video, because the things I'll be talking about, they are quite lengthy, I've decided to share this video into two. So this one is part one. So number one of the things you put into consideration is this: you validate your idea. You should know how to validate your idea. When you have idea like that, there's a possibility that that idea may not be feasible. No matter how it seems very nice and promising in your head, in reality, it may not be feasible. Is the reason why every time you have an idea, you should make plans to validate it. And how do you validate your ideas? Number one is you conduct a marketing research. Conduct a market research. Meet people. Ask questions. Interview people. Get feedback from your potential customers. Set up a survey. Ask questions. By the time you ask questions, the feedback you get will determine whether you should execute the idea or not. Number two, find a technical co-founder. Find a technical co-founder. Since you cannot write code or you don't have the technical skill that is required for you to be able to bring your idea to reality, it is advised that you look for a technical co-founder. You don't need to have that mindset of having everything on your own. Most of the most of the tech startups we have that are succeeding, they are not owned by one person. They are actually owned by more than one person. They call them co-founders. So look for a technical co-founder, somebody who is grounded in the technical skill that is required for you to bring your idea to a tech startup. When you see that person, you partner with that person. And how do you find this kind of people? You see them in tech communities. In tech communities, like I know there are developer meetups. You try to go to meetups like that. By the time you share your idea, you communicate with people. By the time you find somebody who has the same vision like you, who believed in your idea, that is a potential sign for partnership. And number two is another place you can find people like that. You also attend startup events. There are some events that are organized for startups. You attend the events and you look out for people who may potentially be interested in that your idea. And when you find somebody who is interested in that your idea and have the technical skill, you may consider that person to partner with. Number three of another thing you need to consider is you can possibly, let's say you don't have a co-founder yet, you don't have somebody who has a technical skill yet, there's still something you can do. You can outsource the idea for development. You can outsource the idea for development. We have so many online platforms that you can go and sort for experts who have the technical skill that you can pay pay them and they will develop the idea to a tech startup for you. And some of these platforms we have Fiverr, we have Upwork. We have Fiverr, we have Upwork, and some other platforms that are out there. When you go there, you will see various developers from different countries. You go through their profile, check the works that they have done before. If you see anyone who have done the kind of idea that you're trying to develop, you communicate with them, and from there, they can help you build your idea. Another thing is learn the basics. Even despite the fact that you don't have the technical skill, you still need to learn the basics. Why do you need to learn the basics? You need to learn the basics because it will help you understand the terminologies. There are some terminologies, some words, some technical words that they use in the tech industry that have, you may not know about simply because you don't have the technical skill. But when you learn the basics in the tech industry, you'll be able to communicate with the technical people. And of course, there are so many platforms. In my former video, I've talked about platforms where you can go and learn skills, especially technical skills in the tech industry. There's Coursera. I talked about Coursera. When you go to Coursera, there are elementary courses that you can take. These courses will equip you with the knowledge of the technical terminologies that they use in the tech industry. Another platform that you can go is Udemy. Go there, you will see courses, several courses, so you choose which one you want to go for. So number 5, another point you should also consider is you can also leverage on low code platforms. There are platforms online that afford you the opportunity to develop your ideas even without having a programming skill. You don't have to write code. With this platform, you can just drag and place and design your idea, and they give you the opportunity to create an MVP, a minimum viable product that you can push out for users to use. So in this video, I've listed 5 things that you can do as a non-tech person to be able to move your idea from the idea stage to become a tech startup. So let me just run through them again. I talked about number 1, validate your idea. Number 2, I talked about find a technical co-founder. Number 3, I talked about outsource your development. Outsource the development of your app. Number 4, I talked about learn the basic skills. And number 5, I talked about leverage no code or low code platforms online to develop your ideas. So still continue watching my videos. This is just the part 1. The next video will be the part 2, as I'll list the other things that you need to consider to be able to bring your idea from the idea stage to the tech startup stage. Thank you.